Nigeria's former Minister of Finance Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala received a key endorsement from the World Trade Organization on Wednesday, moving her a step closer to becoming the first female Director General of the organization. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the African continent has reached 1,727,837. This was announced by the Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention on Tuesday. The ACDC said in a statement that the death toll from the pandemic stood at 41,609 as of Tuesday afternoon. A total of 1,416,100 people infected with COVID-19 have recovered across the continent. The African countries with the most positive cases include South Africa, Egypt, Morocco, Ethiopia, and Nigeria. South Africa is the most affected country both in terms of the number of confirmed positive cases as well as the number of deaths. At number 9, the Federal High Court in Abuja has rejected the EFCC's request to issue a warrant of arrest against the former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Desiani Alison Madueke, who is believed to be residing in the UK. Justice Ijeoma Ojukwu rejected the EFCC's request for an arrest warrant on Wednesday, citing the Commission's failure to enforce the earlier criminal summons which the court issued on the former minister since July 24, 2020. By requesting for the criminal summons in July, the Commission had claimed that it was required to facilitate the ex-minister's extradition to Nigeria. Since the ex-minister failed to honor the summons, the EFCC asked Justice Ojukwu to issue a warrant of arrest against Madueke. The judge rejected it, noting that the criminal summons, which the court issued on Desiani in the ruling of July 24th, ought to be sufficient for the Commission to process her extradition to Nigeria to face her trial. She also said the Council should file an affidavit supported by evidence from the Attorney General of the Federation. At number 8, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has tested positive for COVID-19. This was announced by the Global Football Governing Body on Tuesday. 50-year-old Infantino reportedly has mild symptoms and is self-isolating for at least 10 days. FIFA in a statement said all the people who came in contact with the FIFA president during the last few days have been informed accordingly and they are being requested to take the necessary steps. FIFA sincerely wishes President Infantino a speedy recovery. At number 7, 6 inmates have escaped from the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development Demand Home Detention Center in Sapele, Delta State. The inmates, who are all male, were said to have escaped from the juvenile remand home in the early hours of Wednesday. A source at the detention center said the inmates escaped at about 12:30 a.m. in what seemed to be an orchestrated act. The Delta State Police Public Relations Officer Onome Onowakponeya confirmed the incident, but however, the names of the escaped inmates could not be ascertained as at press time. At number 6, the Court of Appeal in Abuja struck out the notice of appeal by the convener of the 2019 Revolution Now protest, Omoyele Sowore, to challenge his bail conditions on Wednesday. Sowore is facing a charge of treasonable felony before the Federal High Court in Abuja, which the federal government filed against him. Although he was initially arraigned alongside his co-defendant, Olawole Bakare, on September 30, 2019, on a 7-count charge that bordered on conspiracy, money laundering, cyber-stalking, and for allegedly insulting President Muhammadu Buhari, the prosecution subsequently reduced the charge to 2 counts. Sowore, who was granted a bail of 100 million naira by Justice Ojukwu, consequently took the matter before the Court of Appeal. When the matter was called up on Wednesday, October 28, 2020, a 3-man panel of justices of the Appellate Court struck out the notice of appeal on the ground that it was defective and incompetent. At number 5, the Nigerian Air Force has arrested its officials seen in a viral video flogging residents who violated the curfew imposed in Osun State. The force made this known in a series of tweets on Wednesday titled "Alleged Flogging of Curfew Defaulters in Ilesha, Osun State." The Osun State government had imposed a curfew on the state after hoodlums invaded facilities to loot COVID-19 palliatives and other items. In the viral video, some NAF officials were seen flogging defaulters in the mud. At number 4, the Kaduna State Police Command has arrested 23 persons who allegedly looted warehouses in the state during the EndSARS crisis. 14 motorcycles and 6 tricycles were recovered from the looters. The spokesman of the command, Mohammed Jalige, made the disclosure in an interview in Kaduna on Wednesday. Jalige said the suspected looters were arrested on Tuesday in Banawa, Narai, and Kakuri communities in Chikun and Kaduna South local government areas. He said the suspects would be charged to court, adding that the clampdown would continue until order was restored in the affected areas of the state. In Osun State, at least 89 suspected looters have been arrested by the police. The governor of Osun State, Boyega Oyetola, has warned looters still in possession of stolen items to return them before the commencement of the house-to-house search by security agents on Thursday. Meanwhile, 35 out of the 110 tractors looted in Adamawa State, 22 hand tractors, 28 hand tractors hoes, 142 bags of fertilizers, among others, have been returned by looters. At number 3, the West African Examinations Council has announced that the results of the 2020 Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination would be released next week. The announcement was made on Twitter on Wednesday. The results were supposed to be out today, Wednesday, October 28th, but the examination body said the postponement was due to the violence and arson in the country, which affected some of its offices and operations nationwide. The head of public affairs, WAEC Nigeria, Demianos Ojijiogu, confirmed the developments to news sources, adding that the examination body's Calabar office in Cross River State was looted, vandalized, and burnt down by hoodlums. The council also announced that the exact date for the release of results would be made known soon. At number 2, the Nigerian Armed Forces are planning to launch a major nationwide crackdown on looters and hoodlums as lawlessness and looting continues across the country. The operation, which was ordered by the nation's defense headquarters, is set to deploy military formations to put an end to the breaches of public order by hoodlums looting public and private assets across the country. According to military sources, the command has ordered the cancellation of all leaves and passes for its personnel. No new leaves would be granted while the operation lasts, and all personnel on leave have been ordered to resume with immediate effect. The sources also said the military headquarters has ordered authorities in the Nigerian Army, Navy, and Air Force to ensure compliance with the orders. Finally, at number 1, Nigeria's former Minister of Finance, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, received a key endorsement from the World Trade Organization on Wednesday, moving her a step closer to becoming the first female Director General of the organization. However, according to officials who monitored the proceedings in Geneva, the US did not support the decision to appoint Okonjo-Iweala as WTO's next Director General. The country disagreed with the way the process was being carried out. All WTO decisions are taken by a consensus of its 164 members, which means without America's support, the process will be disrupted. An official of the organization said work would continue to reach a consensus before the General Council meeting scheduled for November 9th. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.